What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com. Here are my DFS picks for NBA playoffs. Monday, April 22nd. These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our new videos. In this video, I'm going to go over my top picks for today's NBA slate. And if you stick around to the very end of this video, we'll use the Draft Dashboard tools to make a DFS lineup using the picks we just made. Okay, who do we have at the point guard position? At the top, we got James Harden. Make sure he's in some of your lineups. You can fade him in some, play him in the other. This guy can go off and break the slate. So I like Eric Bledsoe from the Milwaukee Bucks playing the Detroit Pistons, who have one of the top 10 defenses overall. Eric Bledsoe has scored 36, 50, and 29 fantasy points in his last 3 games of the playoffs, averaging 33.6 fantasy points per game on the season in an average of 29 minutes per game with a 23% usage rate. Eric Bledsoe is $6,800 DraftKings salary. He's $1,100 more on FanDuel, projected at 34.7 fantasy points here tonight. That's 5.1 times value. There's an implied total of 219.5 points in this game. This is a closeout game on the Detroit Pistons. I think the Milwaukee Bucks are going to go hard to close this game. Eric Bledsoe should be out there for his full allotment of minutes. So I like Eric Bledsoe here versus the Detroit Pistons. So our DFS tools for MLB baseball are now live and working. You can click on the MLB tab to change sports and check the tools out for baseball. They're really helpful. They're going to save you guys a ton of research time. Remember, we added projected ownership, and that will be updating throughout the day as injury news changes. We also added the fantasy points per minute stat here for each player, and we also added a stat that's new to the industry. We call it the hit percentage, and it's the percent chance this player has to hit value at his current DFS salary. And you can access all these new stats even on mobile devices by tapping the dash rank icon. Okay, who do we have at the shooting guard position? I like Wayne Ellington from the Detroit Pistons playing the Milwaukee Bucks, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall, and they give up the 10th most fantasy points to opposing shooting guards. Wayne Ellington has scored 25, 19, and 12 fantasy points in the last 3 games of the playoffs, averaging 17.7 fantasy points per game on the season in an average of 24 minutes per game with a 17% usage rate. Wayne Ellington is $4,300 DraftKings salary, and he's $300 more on FanDuel, projected at 18.9 fantasy points here tonight. That's 4.4 times value. He played 39 minutes last game, put up 25 fantasy points. You're going to need more of the same from him tonight. He's going to be out there, blowout or not. This is a home game, a fast-paced game, so I like Wayne Ellington as a dart throw value play here versus the Milwaukee Bucks. Real quick, guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all of our DFS tools for all sports. You can try the position optimizer where you can see the top players ranked for each position. And we added a new player trends tool where you can see the top salary differences between FanDuel and DraftKings. It's a really good tool to help you pick out value for the site that you're playing on. Oh, and if you're tired of doing research every day, we just added a cheat sheet that shows hand-picked plays for the slate. No confusing stat lines, no headaches, just a simple cheat sheet that shows the absolute best players for your lineups. Okay, who do we have at the small forward position? I like Jae Crowder from the Utah Jazz playing the Houston Rockets, who have a pretty good defense overall, and they're middle of the pack defending opposing small forwards. Jae Crowder has scored 19, 18, and 13 fantasy points in the last 3 games of the playoffs, averaging 23.4 fantasy points per game on the season in an average of 27 minutes per game with a 19% usage rate. Jae Crowder is $4,000 DraftKings salary. He's $100 more on FanDuel, so I like that price on both sites. Projected at 22.9 fantasy points here tonight, that's 5.7 times value. You're just looking for his season average tonight, and you're going to get 5.7 times value. Jae Crowder has been underperforming. His ownership and his price are down. If he can get close to 25 minutes tonight, he's going to crush value. There's an implied total of 214.5 points in this game, This is a home game, a fast-paced game. I like Jae Crowder here versus the Houston Rockets. Before I continue with the picks, I'm excited today because we added a new contest for everyone watching. If you want to enter the drawing for $100 PayPal, all you need to do is like this video, hit that subscribe button, and make a quick comment below to be entered into the drawing. We'll reply to a random comment and let you know that you won, and then we'll send you $100 PayPal. So it's that easy, and we pick a new winner every Saturday and announce them in our video. So get your comment in now so I can add another entry for you. Okay, let's take a look at the power forward position. I'm going to give you another dart throw play here. I like Ersan Ilyasova for the Milwaukee Bucks playing the Detroit Pistons, who have a really good defense overall. Ersan Ilyasova has scored 19, 23, and 14 fantasy points in the last 3 games of the playoffs, averaging 15.3 fantasy points per game on the season in an average of 18 minutes per game with a 16% usage rate. Ersan Ilyasova is $3,500 DraftKings salary. He's $900 more on FanDuel, so I probably won't play him over there on FanDuel. Projected at 15.8 fantasy points here tonight, that's 4.5 times value. He scored 19 and 23 fantasy points the last 2 games, so he's been crushing it. At $3,500, that's going to get you there. There's an implied total of 219.5 points in this game. This game could be a blowout, and Ersan could get extra run. So I like Ersan Ilyasova as a low-owned value play here versus the Detroit Pistons. Okay, moving on to the center position. I like Rudy Gobert from the Utah Jazz playing the Houston Rockets, who've got a really good defense. But Rudy Gobert has scored 35, 33, and 40 fantasy points in the last 3 games of the playoffs, averaging 41.6 fantasy points per game on the season in an average of 32 minutes per game with an 18% usage rate. Rudy Gobert is $7,500 DraftKings salary. He's $1,400 more on FanDuel, so I love that DraftKings price. Projected at 40.5 fantasy points here tonight, that's 5.4 times value. There's an implied total of 214.5 points in this game. This is a home game, a fast-paced game. Gobert is due for a monster game, so I like Rudy Gobert here versus the Houston Rockets. If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smiggity smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for this NBA slate. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again, and good luck.